Hi and welcome to this tutorial. Today we're going to be crocheting this flower applique. For the tutorial you'll need a crochet hook. I'm using a 4mm. Corresponding yarn, I'm using DK. A darning needle and a pair of embroidery scissors. If you subscribe to my channel, thank you very much. If you've not subscribed, you can hit the subscribe button now, and by clicking on the notification bell, you'll be notified every time I upload a tutorial. So, to begin, I'm going to use the yellow yarn for the centre of the flower. So to start with, you can either chain 4 and slip stitch to the very first stitch to form a circle, or you can do the adjustable ring or magic ring. So to do that, grab your yarn, pop in your crochet hook, pull that through, and then pull the yarn through to secure it into place. Oop, there we go. So to start with, we're going to chain 3. 1, 2, 3. Now the chain 3 will act as our first treble crochet. So that's treble crochet in the UK. It's a double crochet in the US. So it is the same stitch, it's just different terminology that's used. Now what we need to do is another 15 treble crochets around the ring to make 16 in total. So to do that, yarn over, insert your hook and pull up the yarn, so you've got 3 loops on your hook, yarn over and pull through 2 loops, yarn over and pull through 2 loops. So yarn over, insert your hook, grab the yarn back through the loop, yarn over, pull through 2 loops, yarn over and pull through 2 loops. So including our chain 3, we've now got 3 trebles and we want 16 in total. So if you go ahead and make 16 treble crochets, and I'll meet you back at that point. So now you should have 16 treble crochets in total, including the chain 3 from the start. So if you just pull on the tail to close the centre, and then we're going to slip stitch to the third chain, the top of the chain 3 from the beginning of the round rather. So there we go. Right, for the second round we're going to chain 1 and make a double crochet. That's a double crochet in the UK, a single crochet in the US. Going to make a double crochet into the same chain space, so just below where we've just chained 1. Now we're going to chain 2, miss the next stitch and put a double crochet into the next stitch along. Then we're going to chain 2 again, miss the next stitch and put a double crochet into the next stitch along. And we're just going to repeat that all the way around until we get back to the beginning. So if you'd like to complete that, and I shall meet you back here. So by now you should have just done your last chain 2. Then you are going to slip stitch to the top of the double crochet from the previous round and tie off your work. Next we're going to attach our next colour if you're changing colour. So if you go into any of the chain 2 spaces from the previous round to attach your yarn. So I'm changing to the baby pink colour. And now we're going to chain 3, 1, 2, 3, and that acts as our first treble crochet. We're now going to do another treble, then we're going to chain 1 and do 2 more trebles. 1, 2. Then in the next chain space, we're going to do another 2 trebles, chain 1, and in the same chain space, another 2 trebles. And we're just going to continue that all around. So the next part will be 2 treble into the next chain space, 2 trebles, chain 1, 2 trebles, and we'll do that all the way around till we get to the end. So if you'd like to pause the video and finish up, and I'll show you where we go next. So by now you should have just done your last 2 treble crochets, and then you are going to slip stitch to the top of the chain 3 from the previous round. Tie off and attach your next colour. And you're going to attach the colour in the chain 1 space from the previous round. So where we have the chain 1 in between the 2 treble crochets. So firstly we're going to chain 3, 1, 2, 3, and that will count as our first treble crochet. So now we need to make 5 more, all into this chain 1 space. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So that's 5 trebles, but including the chain 3, that makes 6 trebles. Then in between the next 2 treble crochets, so in here, we're going to put a double crochet. Then in between the next 2, which is the chain 1 space from the previous round, we're going to do another 6 treble crochets. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. So now we're going to put a double crochet in between after the next 2 trebles in that chain space. And then we're just going to repeat. So in the chain 1 space, that's in between the next 2 trebles, we're going to put 6 treble crochets. Then we're going to do a double crochet in between the next 2, and so on until we get to the end of the round. So by now you should have just done your last double crochet in the space there, and all we need to do now is to connect to the round. So we're going to slip stitch into the top of the chain 3 that we did at the very beginning of this round. And then we're going to tie off. And then all that's left to do is to tie in our ends, and there you have your lovely little applique flower. If you've enjoyed this tutorial, please give me a thumbs up. If you've got any questions, please pop them in the comments down below. I'd love to see your work, so please tag me in it or post on my Facebook or Instagram page, which you can find the details on the channel information. And there it is. Super cute flower applique. Thank you very much. See you next time.